Donkey Jaw Projects.
Hello, party people. This is Marshall Lee of Donkey Jaw Projects, and today is day 12, I think, of 100 Days of Making Comics. And if you don't know, 100 Days of Making Comics is a challenge where Kevin Cross started that we work on, for 100 consecutive days, we work on our personal project for at least 30 minutes a day. Today went well, did my 30 minutes, did actually about close to an hour and a half, and I finished inking the last page of Attack of the Lizard Brain. Woohoo! If you don't know what that is, that's a small 7-page comic story that will be included in the 12 stories big kind of graphic novel anthology type thing that I'm doing. And I'm really excited about finishing it and sharing it with you guys. Really cool page. The last page was a big splash page. It took about, there's a lot of detail for me at least, and it took probably altogether somewhere around 3.5 hours more or less, which to ink, which is a lot. It took a lot longer to draw. Really love the inking process. It's my favorite part of doing these comics. It's the kind of the easiest part, even though I'm not always perfectly all that great at it, but I don't know, something about it is just fun. That's like the funnest part. So anyways, so I'm finishing some things here. Finishing that, we're getting close to the Life in Space anthology being fully kickstarted and finished. We got only a few days left to pledge on that. Definitely check the link below, 100daysofmakingcomics.com, to pledge to the Kickstarter. So there's only a few days left, so that's cool. That it's going awesome. So I just want to talk about finishing things, though, since I'm finishing a few things that have been kind of in my head and on my plate for over a year now, and shouldn't have. I should have gotten them done, some of this, at least my comic done, and we probably should have got the anthology done a little quicker too, as far as kickstarting it and all that. So anyways, it's like this whole idea of like getting in the flow of finishing things, not just first of all, it's good to finish one thing, so you know what it's like, how it feels to finish something, and it's a very important feeling to kind of get under your belt, especially if you're not good at finishing your projects and you start a lot of projects and get distracted like I do. So there's that, but now I'm getting to the point where I'm getting in the flow of finishing things, and I'm hoping that this year, the plan is, the way I'm working, and I've been doing pretty good so far. It's only the first month, but is I want to finish a lot of short stories, short comic stories. So I'm trying to get in that flow of finishing things. And one thing is that your first project, you might like build it up in your head like, this is going to be the most amazing thing I ever make. I'm like doing all this preparation work, all this, just trying to do research, whatever it is that you got to do for your project, concepts, building your character sheets and all that fun stuff. You're doing all that for your first project and making it so precious that it becomes overwhelming, and you never even get close to finishing it. You maybe never even truly start it. It's so easy to get in that trap. I've gotten in it. Most of the creators I know have gotten in it at some point in time. But the thing is if you're the type of person like me who doesn't want to just do one project for their whole life, they want to do many projects, then you got to get that first project out of the way. Make it a small project. Make it a project that isn't like your most big idea that you've ever had. Make it a smaller idea that's not such a big deal, just something fun, and then do that, repeat that like more times. You got to get in the flow of finishing things. Finish, because your first few projects, some people even say up to your first like maybe 10 projects, are not going to be your best work. It takes doing these projects to get better, so, and you're never going to get better if you're just starting and stopping and starting and stopping. So, start and finish, try to finish 5 projects, and then see where you're at, and then maybe you could start working on your big project, maybe work your way up to 10, and also with publishing, like, to make a career in this kind of stuff, if that's what you're shooting for, or to make anything substantial of it, it's good to have a backlog of things, you know. So the more you actually publish, you finish, you put down and become stories and people can read them, the more people will be interested in your stuff. Each project becomes its own like marketing thing or whatever. I mean, even if you're not a good marketer, just doing this will help probably more than anything. So, you know, keep putting stuff out there, finished projects, and as you go, not only will people get to know more about your stuff, but when you get to like your 10th project and you're really getting in the flow of finishing things, people will want to see what you did before that, you know, and they'll go back and maybe buy your back catalog of things. So it's just really good wisdom to just keep finishing, get in that flow of finishing things. And I mean, if your idea is just to work on this one big project for the rest of your life, that's cool too. It's a different approach. It's not my goal, but if your goal is similar to mine, keep finishing things. It's getting that flow of finishing. So that's about it. That's what I was thinking about today. I don't have a lot of time to do this. I'm probably going over time here a little bit anyways. So thanks for watching. I really appreciate you guys watching. You guys are so awesome. Please don't forget about the Kickstarter, because there's only, you know, during this time where you can really get it. So 100daysofmakingcomics.com. Get your book. And yeah, thanks for watching. Please comment, like, and subscribe, and I'll talk to you on the next episode. Peace out.